Now this hill here always makes me laugh because when Manu first came for a ride was a group of us about, it would have been 4 years ago or something, 5 maybe. And it was his first ride. And him and Jackie had to walk up this hill because they were so exhausted. So I always tease him, saying, "Get ready for the massive hill." Sorry, darling. I want to scare the poor lady. And yeah, so it's a bit of a tease. Sort of, the joke's worn out now, but I used to say it every time. Now, he's a very strong rider, probably a bit more than me, and hopefully he's not listening to this because I'll never hear the end of it. And so yeah, sometimes I need to keep up with him. So that's quite funny. I mean, he is a lot younger than me, so he should have more fitness. And he is a sporty guy. Just when you start cycling, anyone that does, it takes a while to build up that fitness, just like any sport really. But once you do, you still feel it, like you still feel tired even now. But it's totally different to feeling wrecked. That's not very enjoyable. Far away now from Meadowbank Wall. I'll probably go around and go up to Olympic Park. There's 2 bridges you've got to cross. They're quite nice actually. Nice park here, people working out or on the workout machines looking at their phones. So there is. They're probably just resting between sets, I guess. A little spot up here I used to come and just sit and chill. Such a nice view. We got all the rowers out today too. Yeah, just up there on the right. Used to sit there, 5-10 minutes. Very peaceful. Morning. So cute. My family's doing Kris Kringle, just like everyone buys one present for a person, so that's randomly selected and you don't know who it is. And you can make suggestions. I put bike rack. Because when I'm leaving my home in Riverston, there's no bike tracks, quite dangerous, lots of tradies trying to run you off the road. So hopefully that's what I'll get for Christmas, and I'll be able to drive to nearby locations or even far and just ride where I want. So we got a bit of a hill here happening. So we're glad I left early today. It's already warming up a lot. Feeling quite humid. Feeling it in my legs. Another song just popped into my head. Feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my soul. Oh, who is that band? They sing the main song on Love Actually, which If you haven't watched Love Actually, after this, just go and watch it. Best movie ever. That's our Christmas movie. It's the best movie, favourite movie out there. Get tight here. Okay. Got a bit of downhill slope coming up, which I'm looking forward to. I guess it's the reward for riding up. What goes up must come down. Now, use a bit of gravity. I think we just get a sip of water here before we tackle this bridge. If you're at home watching, grab a drink. Oh, that's good. Okay, away we go. Man, I'm sweating in this jacket. I got a sort of a light rain jacket, making me sweat. I remember I was listening to a doctor I follow on the internet. There's a lot of information on how spas are really good for you. He says in the summer I just jump in my old ute, wind up the windows and stay there for like 10 minutes or something. Sweat it out. Like, obviously you've got to be careful you don't overdo it. Having said that, it's not something I would recommend. What happens if you pass out? You know, it could be quite dangerous actually. And I mean, there's lots of kids that are always dying in cars because parents leave them at the car park even for a few minutes sometimes, and within the car it heats up to like 50, 60 or in Fahrenheit 100, 120, 120. That's just crazy. Yeah. So definitely don't go and do that. Go to a proper spa where everything's monitored. Be a lot more comfortable than sitting in an old car anyway. Sweating it out. Stink the car out as well, I guess. Okay, so next to the railway line here, we're going to go down, go across the bridge and follow on the other side of the river, and across another bridge, and go past the Olympic Park ferry terminal, and then we'll go the back way up to Olympic Park. Should be a fun ride. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Yeah, we got the rowers up there. Away they go. Let's go and have a look. Yep, looks like fun. Now, we're going under the bridge that we just crossed. Morning. Still got that song in my head. It's a good song anyway, so I don't mind. Now that lady is doing step ups where you step on up on the height and go down again. And I was listening to Dr. Peter Attia. He's like the longevity expert. He was saying that doing that is what will strengthen the muscles for elderly people, the muscles that, if they're not strong, they can make them fall, so prevent them from falling. The thing is, when you do the step up, you've got to do it slowly, particularly coming down, but even going up, count to 2 or 3, and then particularly going down 3 seconds, go down slowly, and that will really build up your muscles. When I go to the gym, I do that often. And funny enough, I also walk backwards. Sounds crazy, but look him up, the knees over toes guy that had a chronic knee problem, could hardly walk from what I understand. Now he's got more flexibility than a professional basketball player. And it's like everything, conventional wisdom is thrown out and everything is in reverse. So it's called knees over toes guy because he'll walk backwards. And there's lots of different ways, but if you drag a weight, it's really good. It can strengthen the knees. Or sometimes you can get on a walker and put it on incline and then walk backwards, or walk backwards up a hill, or just walk backwards. The best thing for your knees if you have any knee problems, or if you want to prevent it, or if you want to strengthen it. Look him up, it's Patrick something, but it's called Knees Over Toes Guy. I love him because he's definitely helped my knees. And he's a very humble, nice guy too. He's not one of these influencers with big ego. No, he's got millions and millions of views, but he's trying to help people, and that's what he's all about. So whatever he gets, he deserves. Someone's doing a poo-poo. Okay, we're going to go straight. Actually, I correct myself, we're not going to go over that bridge. We're going to go under it and around the long way. It's more nice. It's nicer anyway. If I come a bit later here, usually it's people doing boxing. Music going, having a good time. I'm not a fan of boxing. I find it too hard on the body. It's when you're hitting something and that impact just doesn't feel right to me. Like it shudders through your whole body. Whippet. It's a baby whippet. We used to have a whippet. A bit windy, unfortunately. Look like those guys that got tired walking their bikes. I don't like walking my bike. If I can keep riding it wherever I am, I do. stretch. That's what I need to do. I need to stretch a lot more. Should take up yoga. I'm actually thinking about it. I think we've got about 10 minutes to go, and then the reward, a coffee. It's like you've earned it. I really enjoy it when I stop for a coffee. I'm trying to actually cut down, only doing around 3 shots a day now, so I'm ordering smaller ones. I'm actually making, during the week, I have a bulletproof, which is have a shot and you get some butter, you mix it all up for about 20 seconds with like a special stirrer, and then you pour hot water on top. I put a bit of iodine in it because that's lacking, and then have that in the morning as soon as I get up, make it for the wife before she leaves to teach at high school. She leaves at 6:45, so that's my duty every morning. And then I'll usually have one cappuccino, one shot, and then make another bulletproof later. But when I'm out, sometimes I have a bit more, especially when I'm riding, sometimes up to 5. And yeah, it was about a month ago, went to a cafe and I said, have a large and 3 shots. I know it's a lot, but I really felt like it that day. And we came back and I drank about 3/4. It was like, why does this taste so sweet? And I said to the guy, look, it tastes really sweet. Like, what sort of milk do you use? He said, no, just 3 shots and 3 sugars. No, I don't have any sugar. It's like, ah. But then he did another one with 2 shots. So that day I drank 5 shots just then. I already had 2 coffees before that. And I was hyper, baby. Actually, I felt a bit crook. It was just too much. Too quickly. So another reason why I'm trying to cut down a bit, because last year I went and got like a calcium test for my arteries, and I had to stop drinking coffee for 24 hours. Oh my god, I felt terrible. It was ridiculous, but headaches, felt shocking. As soon as I did that test, almost ran to the nearest cafe and said, give me a double shot. Just drank it down. So that shows I'm definitely addicted to coffee, so I gotta cut down. I mean, it only affects you really if you stop, but they say over 2-3 shots it's not good for you anymore. I mean, I guess there's all different types of research. You've got to really be in tune with your body and let your body tell you what's good, what isn't, what works. Okay, there's the run up there. Looks like it's about to start. It's good how I've missed them all. Usually riding right within us, I have to start a bit earlier every time now. Looks like they're having a bit of ceremony. Oh, they're telling them how to run, where to go. I guess for the new people. Bike north. Those guys look familiar. Messy. It's like a bit of a swamp, I guess, on the left anyway. Morning. Morning. Not far now. Hanging out for that coffee. There's like a campaign for road safety, and the slogan is "Stop, Revive, Survive," which makes sense. Apparently, if you drive more than 2 hours, you can get sleepy. You know, stop every 2 hours. Obviously, stop if you're not feeling great, you're feeling sleepy. So dangerous. But that slogan, "Stop, Revive, Survive," that's for me and my coffee this morning. I'm sure I'm going to survive without one, but I'm definitely going to revive with it. Group of gentlemen had their ride. A bit of a picnic at the end, I guess. Nice idea. There's a man in black, all black. Not exactly high vis gear. Good to be visible on the bike. Oh, at least he's got a little light at the back, I guess. Okay, hill alert. A few hills now. And swans. Oh. So if you haven't watched part one, there's a guy with this red, weird sort of bike. Looks like one of those solar cars, a little car. And ages ago I filmed him here, I was following him. It was a very popular video. But on that first part of this ride, he goes past me. I try and stay with him, but it's just too fast. But I've got him for probably a couple of minutes or so. Yeah, it's a fun little attraction. Well, that's pretty much it. We'll hit the cafe in about 5 minutes. So this is Wimpy Park. Hope you enjoyed the ride. Stay tuned for the next one.